Talk with Mo. Glad you could join me. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. www.cblifestyleapparel.com is the where. Chasing billions, counting blessings, chasing billions. Give it the program. I say this like 3 times already. I said I'm not gonna talk about the situation no more. I really don't care, right? It was a grown man going up and slapping another grown man, right? The situation itself, it is what it is, right? Will Smith, wasn't thinking at the time or whatever it is, right? How we got there. I know right now everybody, man, what's crazy is every show's talking about it, digging into it, trying to get psychologists and, all sorts of psychiatrics, all sorts of different medical things, all sorts of craziness. People going back to slavery, people talking about, I don't know, man, trauma. There's all this PTSD type of thing, and I'm like, bro, listen, this is, it's not normal, but it is something that happens, right? Some people get angry, they use their words. They don't use their words, they can't take it, they react. But the thing is, like, it's not, I don't dig that deep into it, right? When people do stuff, man, their brain is working. Like Will Smith, we're not talking about somebody who's mentally unfit or nothing like that. Will Smith is a very smart guy, right? He can remember lines on the script. He can read a script. He can write a script. He can act. He can sing. Like, this is a talented, very smart person, right? He can do all these things. So for him to take that action, it was no, this was his breaking point and all that shit. They do all that shit to y'all, man, and that's what messing the world up right now. Because it's always got to be this internal, this external thing. I mean, this like, that happens and all that. Get out of here, man. Listen, if Will Smith was in the streets or out in some neighborhood or in some arena where it was, more people and different types of, men, we'll say that, and somebody would say something about him, his wife being G.I. Jane or whatever it is, right? He would have thought twice before he went and slapped you. Straight up. You know what I mean? Just like when some people act out in different situations because they feel like they can do that. Because they know there ain't no consequences in that action, right? When people in front of the police, people love to talk. But physically, because they know physically nothing's going to happen to them. Right? So, I don't get all that, bro. Like I said, if it was anybody else up on that stage at the time, you know what I mean? Somebody that he thought was going to retaliate or somebody he thought that wasn't going to just let him come up and slap him, he wouldn't have slapped him. So I don't want to hear all this external shit. It's, internal. Get out of here, bro. Like, this man is 50-some years old, right? Done been through all sorts of shit. Done got clowned so many times as a kid. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he been through so much, man. Has kids of his own, right? And that's a whole nother story, but, you know what I mean? Because they wild too. But, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't want to hear all that, man. I'm tired of all that. The thing is, I hate that we focusing on Will Smith and Chris Rock when they old, man. They older. They should know better. There's no teaching them. There's no there's no learning for them, really. You know what I mean? In a situation like that, unless they want to go learn for themselves. The people I worry about the most is the young ones, right? And and when that happens in the streets, like, these kids out here, man, they retaliating over words. Like I said, they retaliating over you just saying something, right? Being in the wrong section, right, of an area, right? Being in the wrong hood can get you shot, get you killed. You say the wrong thing, you get killed. And we acting like that, like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock is more important than that. These kids, I'm telling you, it's like everybody's covering this. But it's been there's rappers, right? People that's in the street, kids, right? I watch news all the time, man, like New York, LA, right? These people getting shot, even in Miami. People getting shot over rap beefs. It could be just the same thing. It could be just a bunch of words. There's probably nothing else involved in it, right? Words. People saying something about somebody else, right? Or representing the wrong thing. And that's happening all the time. These young kids are getting killed. And we worried about Will Smith and Chris Rock. every video, every post I see is about Will Smith and Chris Rock and understanding Will Smith's plight, how angry he was or whatever it was, stemming from this, and they going back to old shit Chris Rock said, right? And we trying to find solutions like, why would he do this? Like, bro, listen, Will Smith is a grown ass man. He's 53 years old. I don't hear nothing about that, man. Like, listen, we men, bro. This is the way we built. We supposed to be able to, we gotta take on this. You gotta build your mind up strong, man. Like, ain't nothing free, ain't nothing easy, right? Some people have it harder than others. Some people have it less. Straight up, it just is what it is. But you gotta learn to mentally stabilize yourself for that, right? Become strong in the mind. We know that. So it's like, what? But we teaching like, oh, you know, to excuse shit. Oh, you know, this and that. Come on, bro. Listen, we all been through different shit. We all been through different types of things. Whether, no matter what, where you from, what race you are, all sorts of shit. Some people have it way worse. Come out and don't ever, you know, physically assault somebody again, right? But everybody got issues. But we focusing on Will Smith and Chris Rock, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like something that's important. That shit ain't important. That shit is silly, bro. It's silly because the man 50-something years old, they slapped another man. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. That's why he went out and partied right afterwards. You act like he was like gone. You know what I mean? He wasn't gone. He knew what he was doing. He partying afterwards. He ain't worried about nothing. Then the next day you want to get on and post sorry and all this and all blah, blah, blah. Everybody want to come up with their own like thing that happened and all. Get out of here, man. Stop it with the bullshit. I know why people post, because it's popular. They're gonna get likes. They're gonna get comments. Everybody gonna say something about it. I get it, right? I'm not doing it for that reason, because I don't even want to talk about it, because I don't know why it keeps staying in the news, to be honest with you. That's what pisses me off. Like, why we still talking about this shit? Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to be talking about, you know, the effect, you know, the youngin part of it, right? This same little thing that we overlook it when it happens with the youngins. When the young kids and these younger generation, when they get into it, when they go and shoot somebody over a gang territory, or they go shoot somebody because they said something on a rap song, right? Or they retaliate. It's like the kid that, like I said it before in my last video, the kid in Texas that was getting bullied and went in and shot the dude, right? We're like, oh my God, that shit went and gone. We ain't even talk about it no more. We talked about it for like 5 seconds and then we gone, because it wasn't popular enough. But that's what really is going on. Like, what this kid, you know, but he was actually, I don't know. Maybe that's a different situation, because they say he was getting bullied, but then they say he wasn't. But I'm saying kids is killing people over nothing, man. And we're not worried about that. We worried about Will Smith and Chris Rock. We got to come on. Yeah, that's why I don't believe what people be saying, man. I don't believe it. I don't see it. I don't, like, understand it. And it be blowing my mind, like, what people focus on. And then they talk about, you know, this bigger thing, but they focus on this little thing, like Will Smith. So what? He knew what he was doing, man. Like I said, he slapped the right one at the right time in the right place. Because he could have been walking in the street and somebody would have been saying something about G.I. Jane or Jada's bald head, or how they want to get at Jada, and he would have just kept walking and kept his head down. Or his wife might have grabbed him and told him to do that. So get out of here with that bullshit. Like I said, people know what they be doing. He 50-some years old. I'm pretty sure he done went to counseling. He done went to therapy. He done talked it out with so many different people and shit through his whole life. He got money to go sit with a counselor every day if he want to. Right? So I don't even want to hear that, man. Like, listen, he did what he did. Now he got to deal with the consequences, whatever it is, what it is. But I don't make no excuses for the man. The man he did what he did. I don't care about no trauma, no pre-existing shit. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Will Smith ain't been in no war. Will Smith ain't seen no murders. Will Smith wasn't out in the streets slinging drugs. Will Smith wasn't doing none of that shit too. So it's like, where he get the drama from? Where he get the trauma? I know somebody was talking about, oh, his mom. Come on, bro. That you still holding on at 53 years old? You ain't get over that? So that means therapy don't work for shit. To be honest with you, if everybody promoting therapy and all this, that means they don't work for shit. Cause he 53 and you still holding on to that. Everybody had trauma in their life, man. I had trauma too. But I had to get past it. I had to learn. You gotta know that, listen, this is and this is why this happened, and this is why this happened, and you shouldn't do this, and this is not how life works. That's what you learn. That's what therapy's supposed to be about, right? Come on, man. And we focus on Chris Rock getting slapped. When niggas getting shot, stabbed, all sorts of shit. Come on, man. We tripping. We need, like I said, it's a bigger focus on, and we need to stop worrying about, when it's a celebrity, that's why I say, that's when y'all in the news. A celebrity, oh my God. Every show, double videos on them. Like, for the last week, trying to explain. Why? Who cares? Unless we gonna talk about what we seeing and what's happening, I don't really care about Will Smith slapping them. And then they trying to link it to all sorts of shit. I've seen people link it to slavery. It's like, come on, man. We can't do this, man. This. We never forget. Nothing gets any further from this. It stays here. Cause there's no way to explain this shit the way y'all explaining it. There's no way to get to a solution. Everybody need to go to therapy. Even if they ain't got no trauma, no real trauma that happened. It's crazy. Y'all gonna make the therapists and the psychologists and the psychiatrists and all those people rich. Everybody gonna need to go to therapy. It's like, what the hell, bro? You know what's right or wrong, man. That's it. When it was a kid, like he said, somebody did explain it right. If you was a kid and you go and slap another kid, you tell him no, you don't slap him. Right? You don't get to explain why yet. When he gets older, you're like, listen, just because you get angry, you can't go and slap people. It's easy. That's exactly what we do as adults. You know what I mean? When you got a mother and a father in the house, the father, most time is the disciplinarian, and then the mom is the nurturer. And that's why it works. And you tell them, you can't do that. And then your mom explains it like, listen, you can't do this. You can't get angry and do this. Come on, man. We got to get to the real topics, the real points. Let's get off this bullshit.